Good morning. Look at the Aussie market set to kick off the week in negative fashion, down around 18 points if we follow the SPI futures index. But what we did see was gains coming through in commodity markets as the US dollar gave back a bit of ground on Friday. So that's something to keep in mind. We did see the banks were stronger. We had Microsoft supporting the technology sector coming out with their bumper set of numbers. GE pulling down the industrial sector. A bit of a mixed day all over, but we did see those rail operators still lifting on the joy of some positive results later last week in the earnings season. And the earnings season, well, there was some good results, but unfortunately concerns about trade. Donald Trump coming through and saying that he would like to see imports tariffs being placed on all items coming through from China, rattling the market halfway through the trading day. If we have a look at GE, they came through with their results. We knew there was going to be a lot of restructuring costs, but unfortunately the restructuring of their oil and energy business, the fact they're spinning off their healthcare sector, all of those costs a little bit larger than what the market is expecting and really trimming their current available cash for the next quarter, seeing their share price down around 4.4%. But on the flip side, we had Microsoft coming through, beating market expectations, their revenue coming in at $30.1 billion, seeing their share price up nearly 2% at the end of trade. And Honeywell also beating the street. Margin growth there very strong, and sales surpassing $10.9 billion US dollars, up around 8%. 6% of that coming through from organic sales, seeing the share price rallying on Friday. Looking at those commodity markets, well, the gold price up around $8 an ounce to $1,232 an ounce, or just under that level, and the oil price at 68.14 US a barrel. At the end of trade, we had the Dow down by 6 points, the Nasdaq down by 5, and the broader S&P 500 just also slightly weaker. As I mentioned, we're set to start in negative territory today at the start of trade, but those gains in base metal markets and the gold price might help support our market in early trade. We did have the G20 holding a meeting on Sunday, and what they did come through and say that the heightened trade and geopolitical concerns could add to more risk to global growth. So keep an eye on that story as it flows through into the market today. And lastly, the Aussie dollar at 74.20 US cents.